Alright, folks, Alex Pereira has truly captivated the MMA world, and even Jon Jones, widely regarded as the greatest fighter of all time, brought up the Brazilian's name again. Jones said he's interested in fighting Alex Pereira, calling it a fight that would mean a lot for his legacy, and in his opinion, it would be the biggest fight in MMA history. Check out what Dana White had to say in disagreement with Jones's statement, along with Dricus du Plessis' bold message for Alex Pereira, where the South African said he has no fear of Pereira and that a clean shot from him would be enough to knock Pereira out. Let's first take a look at Jon Jones's statement about Alex Pereira, where the heavyweight champ openly expressed his desire to face the light heavyweight champ. He made it clear that Tom Aspinall doesn't come close to Alex Pereira in terms of legacy and impact in the MMA world. More than likely not, fighting Tom Aspinall. I feel like Tom Aspinall is, I don't want to say nobody, but he just hasn't proven anything. He hasn't done anything. I understand that he won his belt against Sergey Pavlovich. Sergey just got slaughtered by Alexander Volkov. I'm not here to gamble someone else making a name off of me. I'm here to compete against the guys when we look back 10 years from now, like Jon Jones fought this guy and that guy and this legend and this champion and this champion. If there were to be a fight of a guy that's still on our UFC roster that would be not only financially worth it, but legacy worth it, it would be Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira and we're both 37 years old. Right now I weigh about 235 pounds. I'm an incredibly light heavyweight. I think Pereira walks around at 240 pounds. I think that fight would go much farther on my legacy than a young man who's cool today and maybe gone tomorrow. I remember a time when the whole world thought Johnny Walker was going to be the guy to beat me. No disrespect for Johnny Walker, but we've all seen the way his career has played out. I've just been here too long to get all excited about someone who's hot today. I'm here for legacy. I've been gambling for too long to just take random fights. Dana White, however, has a different perspective than Jon Jones. According to the UFC boss, whoever wins at UFC 309, whether it's Stipe Miocic or Jon Jones, will want to fight Tom Aspinall next. Dana also mentioned that this fight against Aspinall would be one of the greatest in MMA history, and for sure, it would get fans worldwide hyped. I truly believe that whoever wins this fight, just competitively the way that these guys are wired and the reason that they're both massive legends in the sport, they're not going to just ride off into the sunset without settling the dispute with Tom Aspinall. And I think that also, when you think about Jon Jones becoming the youngest champion in UFC history and all the things that Stipe accomplished, they were given opportunities when they were young. I think that they will reciprocate. I don't agree that this fight might be the best fight in MMA. People will lose their F***king minds if either one of those fights happen. Stipe or Jon Jones against Tom Aspinall. Another fighter who's keeping an eye on Alex Pereira is none other than middleweight champion Dricus du Plessis, who opened up about Alex Pereira, saying he's not afraid of him at all and claiming that a single clean hit from him would be enough to knock Pereira down. If I'm talking about just the stand-up exchanges, I'm not fighting a kickboxing fight, I'm fighting an MMA fight. And in a kickboxing fight, you need to be able to land combos, you need to land massive punches the whole time, get a guy rocked, you get an 8 count, you have all those variables. Where in MMA, I don't care who you are. If I catch you clean with those small gloves, you're going to go down and I am going to catch you eventually. Now, I said it with Izzy. He said, I'm too slow, I wouldn't be able to catch him. Well, yeah. I made a post recently saying maybe it's not pretty, but damn, it's effective because I will catch you eventually. And then it's a whole different story because I'm not engaging in a kickboxing fight. I'm punching and I'm kicking, but it's not a kickboxing fight. It's an MMA fight, and when I put those together, it's a different fight. So I honestly believe that with a guy like Alex Pereira, he has power. I have a lot of power too. The man he has crisp striking. His striking is incredible. That's why he has the kickboxing resume. But we saw with the Khalil Rountree fight, we saw a lot of things that Rountree had a lot of success within those first 2 rounds. He really did. Jon Jones was also asked about the UFC's pound-for-pound rankings, a hot topic in the MMA world with many debating the rankings, and he shared his thoughts on no longer being in the top spot. "It's just an honor, that's all. It's just a huge honor to even be considered at 37 years old one of the most well-rounded in our sport still. It's a huge honor, and I'm just very grateful that my boss, a man who's set front row for every fight, all of our fights, for him to say, 'Hey, listen guys, trust me. I know what I'm watching, I know what I'm looking at,' and in my opinion, if Jon was the same size as a lot of these other guys, Jon would be in the mix. I think we have a lot of new fans, a lot of younger fans. Our sport can be very, 'What have you done for me lately?' And I think Dana is doing a great job saying, 'Hey, wait a minute. Let's remember what this guy's done.' And I'm grateful that he's not allowing the naysayers or some of the fans to just push me to the side. Because I have done a tremendous amount of work for this company, and I've done it at a very young age, and I did it very middle age, and I'm doing it at a late age now, and I'm grateful to be recognized." Jon Jones's only career loss came after landing an elbow that was then illegal in MMA. But now that the move is legalized, Jon Jones shared his thoughts on it, also mentioning that he plans to use those elbows on Stipe Miocic and that he's not underestimating the Croatian due to his age, saying that age has nothing to do with it. "It just makes me wish that that disqualification was overturned. That's the biggest feeling that I have once I learned that the rule is no more. On the other hand, I accept the move more than ever now, and I've been training extensively on different 12 to 6 elbow attacks. It's funny because it's been such a big no-no move, and so you train yourself not to go there. Now, to be able to use that strike. I mean, it's a very devastating strike. It just opens up so many more options, both on the feet and in the top position. I'm excited to hopefully be one of the first UFC athletes to legally display it at Madison Square Garden. In this next fight, I feel like I will be putting myself in some really great positions to land the technique, and I'm really looking forward to it. Stipe is inactive, but I try not to pay much attention to that. I took off 3 years and I came back and I beat one of the most mystical creatures that the UFC has seen in a while, Cyril Gane. No one could stop them, and myself as a much older fighter came back and destroyed them. I'm not naive enough to believe that age plays that huge of a factor. Well, folks, Alex Poatan is undoubtedly one of the most exciting fighters in the MMA world right now, if not the hottest compared to everyone else. But what about you? Who do you think Jon Jones should fight next, Tom Aspinall or Alex Poatan? Leave your opinion in the comments so we can chat. If you're a true MMA fan and love staying updated on everything happening in the world of fights, you'll definitely want to check out these 2 other videos appearing on the screen. These 2 videos are super important, and I'm absolutely sure you'll enjoy them and stay well informed on the latest MMA news. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like to help promote the content. We're together, and see you next time.